Hello, hello. Give me a second to start. I am not ready for the start of a stream, but also, um, I was a little late. Sorry for that. But today we're gonna play more Unicorn Overlord, which I've been enjoying. I hope everyone has been as well, cause I'm having a good time with it. And I worry that, like, nobody really is enjoying it. But you know what? But I'm enjoying it. So so we're gonna continue to stream it. But I just gotta make sure everything's good. Sorry, my brain is scrambled trying to make sure everything's set up. Hey Corn, it's good to see you. Hi hi. You might notice that my stream today or my stream title rather, is that it's a sad day for gaming and for me. Um, it's sad because it was announced that Nintendo was going to be delaying pre-order pre-ordering the Switch 2 because of tariffs, and that really sucks. It really does, because no doubt the price is going to go up. And I mean, that is the whole point of a tariff, is to make prices go up. So, like, it's not that it's a surprise. It's just, it's sad because I was already struggling to afford it, and now I'm doubtful that I'm going to be able to afford it. We'll see, I guess, but I'm sad. Yeah, yeah. It's been a lot of talk, though I'll be honest with you, I do think it's a little bit unfair to pin it squarely on Nintendo, cuz like no doubt this is going to affect a ton of other people too. Like it's not unique to Switch that, tariffs are going to drive prices up. Even if other companies decided to take the hit and not raise their prices, they're still going to harm consumers in other ways. Hey Structor, it's good to see you. Hi hi. Sorry, I'm just lamenting because I was already struggling to afford the Switch 2, and it ain't Nintendo fault, it's capitalism's fault. Yeah, basically. And Trump's. I'll be honest with you, a lot of it is Trump's. Nobody in their right mind was asking for tariffs except for him. So, uh, he's just cratered our economy for no good reason. Um, yeah. So, it's a sad day in many ways. I'm sad about the Switch, obviously. Terrific, terrific. Yes, yeah. It really. I mean, like, there was a tweet or whatever that Trump put out like a couple of years ago, where it's like, if the stock market falls more than 1,000 points, the president should be impeached. And here he is. The stock market is dropping by thousands every day. But nobody's impeaching him, even though they should. Um, I'm gonna be. I apologize. I don't generally like talking about politics, not because I don't like follow or whatever, but just it's a sad topic. It really is. Sometimes I do think it needs to be talked about, but it is a sad topic, and I try and avoid it. But this is the sort of thing where it's like, we're gonna be reading this in textbooks, and there are going to be people who are like, what was that like? How could this happen? And I'm profoundly sad. So I apologize, but I am going to talk about it. Fair warning. I get it. I get it if you're sad. I do. But I need to talk about it because I'm sad. So, yeah. So that's the basic outline of today's stream. Not to be that guy, but that particular Trump tweet was fake. Was it really? I hadn't heard that. If that's the case, then I retract that, but I had not heard of it being fake. Well, yeah, I mean, he judges the quality of a president. Like, he's himself said that he judges how good a president's doing based on how, like, the stock market's doing. Do you have, like, a link or something that proves it was fake? Because I genuinely... I've heard a ton of people talk about it, and not a single person has said it's fake. Oh shit, they're doing Xenoblade X profiles. Sorry, hold on. Here's Snopes. Oh, really? Oh, wow. Mm-hmm. Hold on 1 second. I'm just reading it. Okay, I guess it was wrong. I do retract that initial statement, but either way, it certainly isn't helping his case that the stock market is crashing. So, you know. So be it. But either way, the point is, I'm incredibly disappointed in a lot of things, but in that we've allowed it to get to this point, you know? And I'm worried about the future. He's posted billion other true, yeah. It's definitely something I could see. And I mean, I did believe it for a while, but if it's fake, then it's fake. So, sorry, I'm just getting all the Xenoblade. I guess I can show you. It's not like a huge thing. Hi. Yeah, I'm just getting all the Xenoblade X stuff because I didn't even realize they were doing this, and I love me some Xenoblade X. So, the beginning of the stream is just spending my platinum, or is it platinum? Yeah, it's platinum, right? Not silver. My platinum points. I do like that it's under the header of just Xenoblade Chronicles, and not, like, you know, specifically Xenoblade X. Heard Vietnam is a time to negotiate on the tariffs, perhaps all or switch. Well, so that's the thing. If I remember correctly, and I could be wrong, but I remembered an article talking about how Nintendo was producing a vast quantity of Switch 2s to help combat scalpers by producing a lot of things in Vietnam. So, I mean, I don't know for sure, but, you know, even if they negotiate it down a bit, it's still gonna be quite a hit. So they wanted to supply. Yes, yeah, exactly. And that's why it's like, it's devastating that it's like, suddenly those are now going to cost 46% more because of tariffs. And it's like, I don't blame Nintendo for raising prices. That's literally what tariffs are designed to do. The whole point of tariff is, hey, there are imported goods, and we want people to buy domestic goods, so we make the imported goods more expensive so people buy domestic. And there is no such thing as domestic in this case, so it is purely just raising the price. I do wonder why the price is so high in other countries that don't have as crazy tariff. I don't know. I mean, I don't think as much thought was put into it, you know? I don't think it... I mean, when analysts heard the word tariffs, they thought like, oh, this is a 20, 20% max, and it's like, even that is extreme.
I'm sick of sitting on my hands all day. Why does war have to be so boring?
It's not. It's really not.
Those morons will pay for stationing me in the middle of absolute nowhere.
Perhaps they are worried American scalpers will grab up stock from other countries. I mean, what I meant was, I don't think Trump put any thought into how much tariffs are, you know?
Anyone worth half a damn wouldn't bother listening to my drivel. I swear fealty to Galerius, and this is my prize?
Enough. This querulous nonsense is unbecoming of the storied House May's sole survivor. Your relation to the family line...
Can we please not go into this now? I'd rather not feel belittled by my glorious ancestors today.
Well, they're belittling you anyway.
Urgent news, milady!
Speak.
It's the rebels, sir. They're approaching our camp.
Marching from Lisbouche, This all comes far sooner than I'd expected.
I like all the drama for this cutscene, even though I am so dramatically overleveled for this. It's gonna be a cakewalk.
That's the best news I've heard in months. This Elaine fellow might as well be hand-delivering our long-lost glory himself.
Here, as they mentioned what a tariff is to Trump, like, once he decided he loved the idea. Yeah, basically. Basically, he hears, like, oh, you know, you can charge people more? Like, hell yeah. Dramatically overleveled, yeah.
I just hope he's easy on the eyes, too.
And there's the other side of her.
Can't you tell a joke when you hear one? He could be the most handsome man in the world, and I'd still fight just the same.
Well, that's convenient, because I am the most handsome man in the world.
Now, prepare for the assault. And station a separate contingent, you know where.
Yes, milady.
I admit, it was hard to switch away from Xenoblade X.
Ready for battle at once.
Progress in Xenoblade X has been slow, but steady.
How old was that prince meant to be again? It would be an awful shame if he breathed his last before I got a good look at him. Maybe I'll just take a quick pre-battle peek.
She's gonna fall in love with him.
And why shouldn't I? There's not a man in the world who could hope to equal me.
You probably think this song is about you. You're so vain. I apologize for singing. Is anyone there? Even more handsome than I expected. Pardon? Oh, nothing. No hope of winning this battle, Sir Elaine. We have countless men and even more waiting to join at moments like surrender. You're all like level 11, and I'm level like 25. Lighten the mood of today. Beef picture. That's a good idea. So the last one I showed on stream was the elephant beef, and I've showed this one, so I'll do a different picture. Which one is this? No, I already showed that. I know I've shown that one on stream too. Yeah, he really loved. This was also just very cute because you get to see all his little stripies there, and he loved that bed. And for a while we got like a similar bed but just a different color, and he loved it. But he hasn't been using that bed all that much lately. He just goes in cycles of what bed he sleeps in. You know? It's like, some days he'll sleep in, like, the front bed that we have for him, or he'll sleep on the couch, or in a chair, or, you know, in my bed, or whatever. So, I just got this because he looked so cute. Look at that little face. That, like, what am I doing? And he's all stripy orange. He's so cute. I love him. I love the beefies. Anyway, why am I sad? Because the Nintendo Switch 2 is most likely going to dramatically increase in price. And that makes me very sad, because I was struggling to afford it even before this. Thanks for nothing, Nintendo. I blame Trump. It is. The thing is, the tariff isn't even necessarily just about, like, pricing. What makes it painful too is it's like we've already seen how layoff happy the industry is. So it's like no doubt people are going to lose their jobs because companies are going to look to cut costs, and you know, no doubt companies are going to embrace AI more because they think like, oh well, we don't have to pay, you know, these artists when we can just AI generate. Bright side is I have a big interview on April 9th. You know, that is a good thing. And good luck on the interview. I hope you do well. I'm sure you will, but just, you know. How Shadow feels right now. Oh no. Kids knows taxes. Where like, I mean, I won't watch it because I do feel a little iffy about watching content on YouTube that it isn't mine. So much for convincing him to yield. Barely have any supplies. No hope for reinforcement. I think it's just a screening, but it's a job that's very similar to what I did at Qualcomm. Well, hey, that's still very cool, and that should give you some hope. But yeah, I do think like this is going to affect the entire. I mean, this is going to in fact affect the entire economy, let alone video games. But like, God, so much is gonna get destroyed. Okay, who do I want? Elaine.
The day will be ours.
And Rochester and Lex.
They will know what hit them.
Lex, you're gonna go grab the shiny thing.
Yes, sir.
Lane, you attack.
Onward by a knight's honor.
You attack.
We mobilize at once. Come then.
But yeah, by the way, Tetris Grandmaster 4 came out yesterday. Yeah. How is it? Did you bought it, right? Because that was the meme we posted, which is hilarious, by the way.
Be healed.
I love, like, what do you call it? His own charges. He's even braver than I get. Holy Knight Joseph appears to run amongst them as well. How do you know he's not out here yet? Talented fan. Can't say I'm not interested.
Well fought.
Seems like a great game conceptually, but there are a ton of minor issues. Yeah, well,
The time is at hand.
I mean, at the end of the day, I think that's what's most
Death summon you. Face
important,
me.
you know? They claim the UR thing was intentional. There's no way. They did not do that intentionally.
Be healed.
Thank you, wife.
I shall protect you.
Thank you, bodyguard.
You'll see no harm.
Be still.
Way to go, wife.
Victory is assured.
Oh, PP down.
The Fae shield us.
Yeah, I was so excited for the Switch too. I mean, I still am, but I'm sad, you know? It's quite the sight watching him march to battle like any other sword. Was more than a skilled swordsman, he's a fine leader. So, he's a fool for denying Zenoir. Exactly what I like about him.
A fine bout.
If I didn't already have a wife, I might consider it, lady. The game doesn't always let you, the game doesn't let you remap keyboard controls, and the way pieces move is a bit bug. Like, oh, okay, well, as long as it's fixed.
The path is set.
Though I admit, that's always been a weird thing for me. Like,
Sure thing.
I can't imagine going, hey, here's this product, give me money,
Got it.
and then it's like, oh, it's horribly broken and doesn't, like, function as intended.
For Drakenhold.
And, like, and people will be like, well, as long as, you know, it eventually gets fixed, you know? That's always been weird to me about, like, day one patches and things. I actually have the intended controller, a 4-way arcade stick. Oh, really? That is cool.
Don't resent me for this. Death summons you.
I understand that, like, day one updates are not going away, but, good lord. He was already dead!
This should help.
But I just don't like them on principle, you know what I mean?
Victory is upon
I
us.
get that, but the only games about on day one are games that I'm excited for, so... Yeah, no, I mean, that... I understand, I'm not trying to say that, like, oh, I don't buy games day one, like... Because I definitely do.
Yes, sir.
It's just more like... It's such a weird thought, you know, going like... Yeah, it'll get fixed eventually.
To the skies.
You know? I don't know if I'm explaining myself very well, but it's just a weird... timeline, I guess you would say,
Corny and militia
we're
fights
in,
off.
I stand
where,
ready.
like, people can just do that.
At once.
We'll see how tough they are.
Yep.
Their sights are upon me.
Because I remember a day when I pre-ordered games not because I was well, I mean, I was excited for them, but not because there was like a pre-order bonus as much as just I wanted to make sure I actually got a copy.
Your villainy ends here.
I have 2 arcade sticks, one a typical 8-way and one 4-way, my dedicated Pac-Man and Tetris stick. I have an arcade stick, but it's the Mad Catz Street Fighter 4 Xbox 360 one. And I don't know whether or not that's considered good, you know?
Let me hear.
It's certainly cool. Like, I love it as like a display piece, if nothing else. But I've heard people say Mad Catz actually made really good, like, fighting game controllers,
Well fought.
despite their third-party peripherals being
I'm ready.
notorious.
Understood. I'm ready to hit something.
If you do see Hori arcade sticks on eBay, those are really good for the price, and swap out parts for cheap Sayamitsu. Isn't, oh gosh,
You've got this.
Sanwa, I think it was? Isn't that, like, the gold standard when it comes to arcade sticks? I could be wrong, but I think that's, like, the gold standard. I mean, I'm not a big fighting game guy, so, like, of course, I don't know much, but... The thing is, I remember when Capcom did that, Capcom arcade stick, where, like,
How it's done.
for fighting games... Oh, really? Oh, interesting. I did not know that.
Done and dusted.
Okay. Well, the thing is, Capcom did this, like, arcade stick that was literally their logo, and it had, like, 2 different sticks on it, and they were like, it uses Sanwa parts, and, like, it's crazy expensive, and it was only in Europe, if I remember correctly.
What is our strategy?
But,
Begin the march.
can mix and match. I prefer Sanwa buttons, but use Sumitsu
Time to
sticks. Yeah, that makes sense.
March.
That is cool, but it's also... I'm not very comfortable with those types of sticks. Like, maybe on very specific games, but in general, like,
Joining the battle.
I'm not very comfortable with
do?
arcade sticks.
I'm heading there now.
I'm in your command. This one's mine.
But yeah, the Capcom logo one was like it was like crazy expensive, and it was like only in Europe or something, but it was the first time Capcom had ever re-released their, like, I think it was Alien vs. Predator arcade game. So, like, people were excited, and then they never re-released it.
Can you match me?
On, like, anything else, rather. The buttons in my new stick actually have Cherry MX style switches, so keyboard switches will work. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know. I mean, I guess it makes sense, but I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know that was an option.
Told you I'm awesome.
Apologies if you just heard my stomach there. I am hungry.
Good. Onward.
This rose bears thorns. I shall not disappoint.
I feel like maybe I should rebalance some of my teams, because I have a lot of horse riders as, like, the lead.
Got the sting of a scorpion. Nobody's dying here. You got it.
Of course, the buttons were expensive, and I didn't even use the switches, but it's still cool. Well, yeah, it is very cool. No doubt.
Stand a chance.
Like, I guess for me, the only games that I would feel particularly comfortable using an arcade stick with are, like Puzzle Bobble and a couple others. Because, like, that was what I played in arcades. Like the Simpsons arcade game. I remember playing that at Nickel Nickel way back in the day. But, in general, I'm just not super used to it as a, especially not for fighting games. But I do have a friend who is very into, like, custom fight stick things. So it's like, it's cool. I respect it. It's just not my thing. Learning curve, they aren't necessarily better than a pad. Yeah, that's my understanding too. It's like, it's more about, like, you grew up with, you know, with that kind of pad, and so, like, you just use it. Oh, so that's, I remember barring that. It's the nearby gate. It appears the Liberation has bolted it shut. You're even more clever than I thought. That is funny.
Splendid. I'm ready to hit something.
For what it's worth, I was able to adjust pretty fast. Yeah, I mean, I get the feeling, like, if I were able to really go hands-on and, like, learn, you know, dedicate a lot of time, I'm sure I could get used to it. It's just more that I don't feel a particular need to. I don't expect to be going to Evo, you know? I'm actually really bad at traditional fighting games.
No stopping now.
By the way, you have this. Do you have the Street Fighter 4 or 5? The Street Fighter 4. It's like, it's got like a white background and kind of that like black ink line aesthetic.
Ready. On it.
Your orders, please.
I'm sure I can find an example of it online somewhere.
Yep. I've arrived. One for the good guys. The time is at hand. To me. You face me.
Be healed. Let me heal you.
I was very close to getting the... Oh gosh. There was a PS2, like... Was it Capcom vs. SNK? I don't... There was like a special edition one I was very close to getting, but I didn't end up getting. I don't remember what it was now. It was PS2, it was like or maybe it was like an anniversary Street Fighter 1. But I passed up on it ultimately because it was like, you know,
Fine bout.
I feel like it would go,
We march.
not to waste necessarily, but wouldn't quite fit
Path is set.
being with me, you know?
I shall never yield.
But I regret that, so if another opportunity arises.
I'll heal you.
We've won. Onward for Prince Ludwig. For Drakenhold.
It's so funny that I bolted the door, because, like, clearly that was meant to be a, like, hey, if you found this, it can help you in battle. And it's like, I'm already mowing through them. Hardly needed to do it at all.
This should help.
Victory is upon in his royal name.
That's a good level up right there.
Don't resent me for this.
Have you need of me?
Whatever you need.
Stronger than ever.
Favor shall not be misplaced.
I'll lay down your arms and we may show you mercy. I looked it up. There are two versions of it. I think you have the lower end version, which doesn't have the Sanwa parts. Probably.
Behold the valor of
That would
the
make sense,
I shall never
but
yield.
I can't say I know for sure.
This liberation of
If you have a
yours is
picture of
tougher
it,
than they say. But don't
I can
expect
confirm
I'll
or
give it
deny.
a fight.
It's not personal. To shreds.
He's already dead. But you can replace the parts from what others are saying? Oh, okay. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if I mean, I ended up paying $5 for it, so it's not like it's... I expected much. But,
I'll heal you.
it's the one I own.
It's up to you.
I sacrificed my enraged battle ox and $5 to summon this. Sorry. It was a, animated Yu-Gi-Oh! Parody, where it's like, I sacrificed my battle ox and $5. That makes me
I shall
laugh.
not falter.
Photo of both of them. Okay, let me... Okay, yeah, then I definitely have the bottom one. Except the Xbox version of it. To be honest, I like it as like a... Even just like a... piece, you know? Like an art piece.
Light. Not what I was expecting.
We mustn't grow careless. According to plan.
Stingray. That's actually really cool. Granted, I think I'm too high level for it to be useful now, but it's a cool weapon.
What shall be done with her, my prince?
We slay her.
I know how this goes. I'm prepared for any fate you see fit.
Come, Melisandre. You belong with me.
Ooh.
Was that a proposal?
Perhaps I misspoke. I mean that you belong with us. The Liberation, that is. We have great need of fighters of your distinction.
Oh. Well, I suppose it's still a tempting offer.
You mean to accept, milady, but their hopes of success are nigh non-existent.
Not
Think
true.
for a minute, Colum. What did our loyalty to Galerius get us besides tedium and depression? And now that we failed him, he's bound to complete the trifecta with our heads on the chopping block.
A fair point.
true.
We'd more than likely face the same fate were we to decline the Liberation's offer besides. In truth, no odds are too small when they're the sole chance to preserve your noble lineage.
That's true. It's always worth a shot.
Speaking of that lineage, just imagine. Cornia's illustrious House Maye, allied with the rebels who seek to reclaim her status. Why, we'd be a prized feather in their cap. Isn't that right, Elaine?
I wouldn't
Sure.
dare disagree. Our union would be a significant one indeed.
Then it's settled. I should say, I've taken quite a liking to you.
Uh-oh.
Know that that's why I'm joining. Above anything else.
Thank you, Melisandre.
Kiss him.
That's not all I want, though. Once you claim the throne, I'll be expecting a place at your side for real.
Sorry?
Oh, don't worry. I'm not asking to be queen. Just one of the few dozen consorts every king goes on.
Jeez.
Fascinating, yes. Let's discuss it another time, shall we?
He didn't say no. He did not say no. I think I am mostly just doing side stuff, but I'm having a good time with it. So the Lexar micro SD Express cards are already out of stock. Yeah. That checks out. Ooh, 2 people joined the Liberation. Excellent. Can I go through now? Yes. Oh yeah, that's right. Now that I have 2 new recruits, I can actually station them somewhere. Once I figure out how to do such a thing.
I'm glad to do it.
I'm surprised I never heard of it before the Switch 2, but apparently the camera really kind of neglected the format. It doesn't surprise me. You know, to my understanding, the camera industry has a very weird relationship with memory formats. I remember my dad said, oh gosh, was it Canon? Who was it? There was one company that was really big on like their own proprietary memory storage. Was it? No, it wasn't Olympus, was it? I forget who, but there was a company that was like big on it. Let's say Sony. Well, Sony too. Sony is definitely one of them, hence the Vita. But I feel like it was someone else too, and I don't remember who now. Also, I would like to apologize if my audio is a little quieter. I listened back to my like reaction streams recently, and I was like, "Oh my god, my audio is so blown out. Why?" and so I was like, I should turn it down so I don't hurt people. No! Okay. No! Oh, I was doing okay. Canon does seem to be constantly stuck in the past. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I have heard their cameras are quite good, so, like, being stuck in the past isn't necessarily bad, but, you know. I actually, you know, again, not that I expect it, but one of my stream goals was like if I ever really reached a point where I started to get really serious about streaming and stuff, would be like I want to get one of those like DSLRs that are like super nice and use that as like my camera. Because if I remember correctly, Elgato has like a capture card type thing for cameras like that. But I admit, I don't know much, so I could be very wrong. I think some people use Sony A7 III cameras for streaming, and it looks really good. Yeah! It's the camera Cat wants. Oh, nice. You see, the thing is, like, I would like it. I would certainly be happy to have it, but, I just can't justify... Because those... I mean... The cameras alone are usually, like, thousands, and then it's like, oh, but lenses are where they really make the money. It's like... I just can't do that. Wait, who are you? Oh, okay. Thank you. Sony is a little better than other companies. Their E-mount has a ton of third-party manufacturers. That is good. My dad recently was complaining about how Sony's hold on Blu-ray as a format was like driving up the price of physical disk drives for computers. It's like, yeah. Can't believe that. Yeah. Well, hey, credit where credit is due, right? Just because I'm a Nintendo fanboy doesn't mean I can't give Sony credit. I just don't want to. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not like that hardcore about it. Okay, where am I going? Okay, so if I head north from here. What? Really? I've never gone north? Weird. Why didn't I do that? It's a lot of stone. And a lot of fish. A lot of wood. Ken is the one that restricted their mirrorless lens for so long. Oh, really? Yeah. I'm not very knowledgeable, so like I remember something about canon, I just didn't remember what it was, you know? So there are less canon mirror lens on the used market. Yeah, yeah. Level 10 recommendation. Oh boy. This is even easier than the last battle.
With all swiftness! For victory! We can do this!
Focus your mind.
Be gone!
A firm victory.
I'm a big fan of Fujifilm, but they don't have as robust a video as Sony.
Fighting wind!
I remember
The offensive!
hearing Fujifilm for the first time,
Steady
like the
on!
name, when I worked at Target, because that was when the Instax, Insta-X printer cameras were really big. Like they were trendy.
I'm not finished yet.
So there were those, and then there were, like, they introduced, like, a mini printer, so that way you could just pair it with a regular camera. But, like, I remember that the film for that being super expensive. I actually got the HP version of it, the Sprocket, it was called. Never ended up using it, but it was like $50 or something with like a $50 gift card. So yeah.
The day will be ours.
I mean, do I really need to think about this? Any unit will crush them.
In service of the royal family.
The Cornian militia fights on.
I'll not fail you. Very well.
Onward.
Do you need something? Right.
A suitable target, am I?
No. Oh no, one damage. Oh no.
Together now!
I have to say, it is quite satisfying to watch enemies just perish in a single blow. Thank you, wife! How dare you not die to a single blow?
Regrettable end. A fine job. Well fought. The time is at hand. To me. For the liberation. Come then.
You know what? This is like such a cakewalk. I really don't need to watch the battles.
Victory grows ever closer. We march.
I like watching the battles, but it's really not necessary.
I shall hold nothing back. I've not chosen my grave yet.
Yeah. 3 seconds. crazy. Free, well and truly free. Done plenty, but give us some shit. Okay. Oh, the mine's open again. That's good. Because I need all of the resources I can get to fix those bridges. But yeah, also sorry, kind of bouncing back to the Switch 2. I do hope that, like, even if there aren't Switch 2 editions of games, there will still be some kind of, like, benefit to playing a Switch 1 game on Switch 2. Like, I know that kind of requires that, like, the game be, like, unlocked. But, I mean, if nothing else, like, surely the faster read and write speeds would be, would be beneficial. So, my congresswoman just introduced a bill called Delete Doge Act. Oh, good. Yeah. Man, if only. The sad thing is I don't think it'll go through, but yeah. I'm glad somebody's trying.
At your service, sir.
The path is set.
I'm ready. Heading there now.
I'm in their firing range.
You face me.
There's where the percentages voted to end tariffs on Canada. Did they really? I hope so, but even if they did, I don't know how much hope I really hold for that, because Trump has kind of shown that he doesn't really care what what Congress does. Oh, even voted with the Democrats. Hell has indeed frozen over.
We march on. A fine bout. The time is at hand. To me. Your villainy ends here.
I'll support you.
I just... I heard that, like, Fox News was trying to be like, oh, well, if, went back in World War II and economic hardship, people were doing everything they could to help, to pitch in, and it's like, we're not at war. We shouldn't be at war. Nobody wanted war.
Quiet down now.
It's upsetting. I could rant about it for ages. I'm gonna try not to, because I'm not trying to make everyone depressed.
Be healed.
What a joke.
Oh man. I think I visited by 3 ghosts recently. Yeah. Or had the 3 seizures.
Come then.
I'm here too.
It doesn't even matter. Or, no, it was strokes, right? Not seizures.
Well fought.
I forget now, but the thing he did. That felt a lot longer than 3 seconds. I know it only counts time when it's not paused, but still. It's funny that it's like, oh, that battle only took 3 seconds. Sure felt longer. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. Edvald. Sounds like you've got like something stuck in your throat and you're trying to say Edward. Uh-oh. The city's already on fire. What are you defending? What are those? I don't know why why that popped into my head. I'm sorry.
Onward.
Joining the battle. What should I do? As you command.
You face me.
Yeah, I really don't need to see this. Ethan, hey, it's good to see you again. Hi. How have you been?
I have this one. Enemy unit defeated. I stand ready. At once.
I stand ready at once.
Your villainy ends here.
Alright, could be worse. What about you? I mean, I'm okay, though I am incredibly sad. I don't know if you heard, but, you know, the US just announced all the tariffs we're gonna place, and,
You face me.
they are stupid to say the least. So I'm incredibly sad because Nintendo then went, hold up, we're delaying pre-orders of the Switch 2 because,
We march on.
most likely they're going to be raising the price. I can't imagine a different scenario. And I'm incredibly sad about that because I was really looking forward to the Switch 2. I wanted it. Now I can't even afford it. Like, I already probably wasn't even going to be able to afford a game. But... you know. The battle for Fortnite. Higher than 500. Oh, most likely. Literally, Nintendo had said that, like, they were gonna combat scalpers by producing a lot of units in multiple countries, including Vietnam. And Vietnam got hit with, like, a 46 or 43% tariff. So, like, I would be surprised if it only went up $50. Like, it would it's probably going up by at least 100, at the very least. It very well could be a $600 system. That way I'm living the dream, I'm just having girl problems. Oh, goodness. Well, I mean, I'm not trying to make you feel that or anything, I'm just sad about video games. It's really not a big deal in the grand scheme of things. I'm certainly more worried about the economy, but like,
If it's steel you're after,
you know.
you're in the right place. Be seeing.
But I mean, if you want to talk about it, Ethan, we're here. Otherwise, I mean, sadly, I don't think I'm able to give much advice about girls because I don't have experience. But you know, I'm happy to at least listen. Ooh. Very cool. This is the second location. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot. He can get that special ore. Yeah, star iron. You know, because it isn't really that bad. Well, I mean, it's up to you. You know, there are some people who are like, you're not allowed to bring down the vibes of my stream, and it's like, you know, I'm not, like, so strict about it that, like, I'm not willing to hear people out, you know? Like, obviously, I don't want my streams to be depressing, but, like, if something's going on, you're welcome to talk about it. Teenager, I'm just upset over dumb shit. Well, no, I mean, you're fine to feel that way. Like, you don't have to dismiss your own feelings. I mean, it is healthy to maintain a distance from it to, like, you know, to manage it better, but, like, if, you know, if you feel a way, you feel a way, you know?
Haste is key. Pressure them. Don't despair.
Focus your mind.
Oh my god, I just did 141 damage to that guy who had 17 health.
That was great.
Oh hey, another I don't even remember what they're called. Divine Shard Trade Place. With the angel women.
To the offensive. We can do this.
You can do it. Focus your mind.
I'm not finished yet.
Hi. Can I... What am I gonna get? Let's see. It's so sad that I can't get these yet. It's like, there's nothing I want from here. And I guess I'll get a few ashes, because I always use those. It's interesting. I'll try it. I'll get a few dews of strength. or 2 dues of strength. 12 more divine shards. How did you miss that? You're the rebels who wreak havoc. My father's honor, you won't take this town. Sounds like I'm taking that town. Prashvari. Or Frash? No, it would be PH if it was Frash. Prash. That's weird.
To the skies!
The day will be ours.
The thing is, I'm deploying Elaine a lot because I really want him to level up his relationship with his future wife.
March. To me.
Your orders, please. I'm heading there now. At your service. Sir.
Come then.
Because I assume you can marry someone. It's kind of like how it works in Fire Emblem, where it's like you level up your relationship all the way, and if they're eligible, you can marry them.
We can do this!
The Fae shield us.
Relationship mechanics are always really weird in video games.
A fine bout.
Because I feel like there's so little value to them aside from just like, hey, you get to be with a character you like.
Allow me.
You know?
Like a fighting wind! For victory! Don't despair!
Just a little magic.
You can do it.
I love the guaranteed hit. Especially when going up against Griffin Knights.
Firm victory. On to the next.
Your villainy ends here.
Wow. That's a surprisingly small amount of damage considering how leveled I am.
Together now!
Well, damage is damage, I guess, but...
Not looking great.
Be shielded.
Stop! Stop with the magic barrier!
By my spear.
I am your shield.
Let me heal you.
My lord! This magic barrier is so frustrating.
You face me.
9? That's all? Gosh, this game.
Victory is assured!
Oh, he's not even dead! Ah! I was hoping that would at least kill him.
I can help.
Well, at least they wasted all of their action points on healing.
Be shielded.
Ridiculous.
I shall protect you.
Also, if it's cool with everyone who's been following, I might do some of the heart-to-hearts off stream, because I feel like they're not as engaging, I guess,
Your villainy ends here.
for stream. Because I'm not like a great voice actor or anything, so I can't like, I don't know. I feel like I can't make it as engaging to just watch people talk. You know?
Do this.
And you know what? I bet Groovy's watching. And I'm gonna say this. Just because I'm not a great voice actor doesn't mean I can't do a good Shadow the Hedgehog. So there. Anyway.
You'll see no harm.
Be healed.
Be shielded.
Be healed, be shield.
Be still.
Fine job.
Interesting use of ability.
Come then.
I have this one.
But it's too late.
Escape.
You wasted that ability.
Pressure them.
Steady on.
Just a little magic. You can do it.
The entire back row. Oof.
That was great. That's enough out of them.
That's so satisfying. I love when games do that. It's like so satisfying to see just a whole row of enemies cut right through. You know, I get like that Dark Souls in particular has really inspired like people to enjoy hard games, but there is something to be said about games where you're just overpowered. There is fun in that. That's why I used to play Nightfire on easy mode. Not because it, you know, was too tough for me. I could do harder modes. But, I just liked being James Bond and feeling powerful and just mowing through everyone. I had no idea you were commanding the liberation. Yeah, do you want to join? You want to join? Maybe? You accepted it too. You were the one who's like, I'm gonna fight him. I guess killing random stray units gives me some honors, so it works out. The rebels here? After we just bought the place off Zenoira too. They bought it? Why would they sell? I would... Sorry, I was just... The huge empire decided to sell a random town? I mean, I guess it's not impossible, but, like... I would think their... You know... Conquering of everything kind of just means, like, they don't need to.
To the skies!
The day will be ours.
Maybe I'm just a stinking... I'm just
No
stinking
errors too
thinking.
far. Understood.
The path is set.
Awaiting your command, as you wish.
We're under attack.
Okay.
Best be careful.
This is really unnecessary. I wasn't planning on... Wasn't planning on getting any assistance, but sure.
Gaze upon the face of your demise. For the liberation. What would you ask? Bio, they seek my head.
Why? You are wasting all this time.
Your villainy ends here. Another
Since
step
these
forward.
missions really are so low level, I'm really just skipping the formalities.
Face me and be cut down. It seems you've misjudged me.
The time is at hand. Onward.
I'll not fail you. As you wish.
You're nothing.
Cool. Nice quick battle. You'll love to see it.
Victory is ours.
Three seconds. Another 3 seconds. My life that I'll never get back. Okay, do I get, like, a town? That's an Oira backing him up, which makes it tough as all hell. You did good to send it back. Oh, please tell me you will join my army. I hired those thieves to back me up. Yeah, again, apologies that I'm not, like, the most chipper that I've ever been, you know? It's just sad. I was so looking forward to the Switch 2. You know, I was upset about game pricing, but, like,
Joining the battle.
I was still gonna
Wherever you
get
like.
one, you know?
Sir,
Like, they delivered on basically everything else I wanted. But now it's like,
to the skies.
I don't understand.
Face me and be cut down.
Well, no, I do understand why it has to be this way, but, like,
It seems you've
I'm sad
misjudged
about
me.
it.
At your service. Sir,
I keep thinking that's the, like, unpause button.
The day will be ours.
Please, let us recruit her. Let us recruit her. I need more people. Can I just say, though, the wheelchair basketball game goes hard? Yeah. Honestly, it's a really neat idea where it's like it checks multiple boxes at the same time. It shows off the uses of dual mice. It, you know, gives representation to people in wheelchairs, which is always cool. And it seems like it's a fun, like, just game. So like, I'm impressed by it. I don't think it's gonna be the next Splatoon, sadly, but, like, you know, still looks fun. And, you know, I saw a lot of people talking about, like, oh, will we see a sequel to ARMS for the Switch 2? And, like, you know, maybe it's because I haven't played a ton of ARMS, but, from what I played of it, I really liked it, and I thought the character designs were awesome. So, like, I don't follow why people are so negative about it. Next Rocket League? Maybe. More so, I think it's, like, the next ARMS in the sense that, like, it'll sell decently, but it's not gonna form its own franchise. Speaking of Splatoon, I'm really excited to see what they do for the upgrade pack. Oh, that would be very cool. I would love that. Did they announce that they even would do a thing for Splatoon? Because, I thought what they announced at the show was basically all they had confirmed. Because, like, I was crossing my fingers for a Switch 2 edition of Xenoblade X. And, like, the rumors got my hopes up where it was like, oh, there's code, so that way it runs at, like, 60 frames a second. Oh, but if it were just getting minor upgrades, I think they would have mentioned it already. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. This is a very confusing time, because it's like, Nintendo's been very strange about what information they share. So, like, who even really knows? Oh, level 25? Am I ready for that? Why did it jump up in difficulty? Was it because I was complaining? I'm sorry. Did you hear none that are getting free upgrades? Oh, really? No, I didn't hear this. What? What? Well, tell me what? Sorry, I'm tripping over my words. I really need to stop.
This is a good result.
Oh my goodness. Cafe Claire, hey! Thank you for the raid. 1 second, let me give you a shout out. Thank you, hello! Shout out, Cafe Claire. I will give you a follow as well. But how are you doing? Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed Unicorn Overlord as well. This is my first playthrough, and I don't know exactly how far into the game I am, but I'm enjoying it, and I hope you are too. And thank you for everyone who joined. I'm Super Shadow 271. I play a variety of games here on Twitch because I collect games, and I was really interested in this one and finally gave it a shot. So yeah. I'm a little bit sad today just because of all the news about Switch 2 coming out, but, like, you know, I am really enjoying this game. Trying to work out if there was potential plot spoilers, but you seem to be in the area I'm in. Yeah, I'm decently far. I can't say I know, like, what percentage in I am. But, yeah, we just beat Baltro. And, he was in, like, the fairy ruins. So, you know, we're making good progress. Oh, oh, okay. Sorry. Oh gosh, I should have considered. I should have considered that you were farther ahead. I'm sorry, or that I was farther ahead. Sorry. Looking through Dragonhold. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I did that a little while back. So. How are you liking the game? Because I'm enjoying it. Sorry, I'm really taking my time deciding who to level up, who to promote. So just her like vest changed. For how dramatic all the other character overhauls have been. It's funny. Let's do Chloe next. Having a lot of fun. I went and designed a unit for Bergaria, and she just got Oh yes, yeah. I remember when she got kidnapped. That was sad. I liked Berengaria.
Take notes,
Did anything
Max.
about her character change? Some of these promotion designs are not obvious. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I've had a few people come into my stream and be like, "Oh, have you played Ogre Battle?" And I sadly haven't. Oh, that is
Shall
awesome.
never reign again.
That is so cool. And I had never played it. The only things I had really played were like Fire Emblem, and only really recent Fire Emblem games, so that was the only point of reference I had. But I feel like in some cases they designed the upgraded one and scaled it down. Oh, that, yeah, you know, that would make a lot of sense, actually. Yeah, some of the designs feel very, like, set, you know, like they already honed in on it, and the upgrade, they just add a few things, and then there are others where it's like this huge upgrade, and the other one seems simple. So I see what you mean. I hope you don't mind if I call you Claire, or if there's another name you prefer, let me know. I just, sometimes usernames always, Claire's fine? Okay. Griffin Knights finally look like what I'd expect. You know, I should do a Griffin Knight. Do I want to do Anais, or do I want to... Let's do Fran. Yeah, that's better.
His Highness's
I like the Griffin armor, the, like, knee pads, and... I guess there's still knee pads on the front, too, but... That is a nice design. Actually, you know... Oh, wait, I can afford Virginia's. Yeah, why not? I'd be interested. The first thing that popped out was, like, her shield got a gold trim. It's like, that's cool, I guess. By the way, I sent you the list of games. Oh, yes! Let me take a look at that. I am interested. Oh, Scarlet and Violet is cool. Oh, ARMS. Nice. Alright, let us see. Yeah, that makes sense. Clubhouse games. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Well, that is still cool. I'm glad they're getting free upgrades. Have you done other... no, sadly. I bought 13 Sentinels, but I hadn't played it yet, because I heard it was, like, really long. Not that I heard this was shorter, but just... I was intimidated by the length, and I heard Odin Sphere was really good, and I do own Dragon's Crown Pro, but I just haven't gotten around to them yet. Because I've always just had other games, like, pop up and 75%, 25% tactics. Well, I mean, I do like visual novels, but I don't know if that's the sort of thing I would stream. Because I'm not a great voice actor, so I don't know if I could make visual novel fun. But I mean, I heard it was good. I believe it's all. Oh, really? Oh, okay. I was kind of basing it off of this game where, you know, some of the dialogue is voice acted, but a lot of it isn't. But if it's fully voice acted, that could change things.
The day will be ours. To me.
And we will have from
To the skies! Nowhere is too far.
we need to capture this. You know, we'll take our time with this battle.
Understood.
What about you? Have you played any other Vanillaware games? Because I almost feel bad for starting with this one. Hearing how like a lot of their other games have been this cool, like
Time to earn my
I almost
keep.
feel bad that
Well,
I've missed out, you know? I enjoyed Odin Sphere as well. It was more like 5 separate stories that became entangled, but each character is unique to play, and I was okay. Yeah,
Good.
if I remember correctly, I heard that the physical version on PS4 was hard to find, which made me sad, because I always try and buy games physically.
Victory grows ever closer.
But,
no mercy.
yeah, no, I mean, I knew Vanillaware was loved, and I was, like, aware of their games, but the other thing, too, is, for a long time, I only had Nintendo consoles, and they didn't tend to put their games out on Nintendo consoles, but the Switch kind of changed that, so it gave me an opportunity to really experiment with them. And I heard that they weren't planning on bringing this game to PC either.
Buried.
So I was like, well, I guess I'm just not gonna play it.
Face me and be cut down.
But it's very cool. I like it.
At least try.
They don't seem to do PC releases. I'm not sure why. I mean, I don't know for sure. I've heard that like certain Japanese developers struggle with PC game development because it's like very different from how like a console development goes.
It seems you've misjudged me.
At least that's what I've heard. I mean, I'm certainly not an expert, but
The Cornian militia fights on.
Joining the battle.
like my understanding was like they were one of those developers that just didn't know really what to do with PC development. I'm not sure how true that'd be with modern tools. I think it's all roughly the same hardware. Maybe. I mean, to my understanding, PC what makes it complicated is that you have to account for various configurations where it's like, oh, they could be using an Intel processor and like AMD graphics card, or they could just be using an integrated graphics card, or they could be using, you know, an AMD CPU, and like making sure that all runs smoothly was to my understanding difficult. I mean, maybe it is true that modern stuff has made it easier. I'm just going off of what I've heard. So my mom finally got to meet Coco yesterday. She loved her. Oh, that's adorable. I want to meet Coco. Hi, Pixel. It's good to see you. Hi. You do, but your engine is is going to handle basically all that. Optimization is hard, but for the kind of games they make, I think throwing power at it will do the job. Maybe. You know, again, I'm not a developer, so I could be completely wrong.
Wanna keep going?
I just feel like they probably looked at the amount of work it would take and be like, it's not really worth it.
Care to dance?
But, you know, I don't know. Do you happen to, like, code or program? Because I'd be curious to hear an actual like game dev talk about it. Not that your opinion doesn't matter. It's just you know.
The time is at hand.
Come on, I can get all three. Yeah, there we go.
Face me and be cut down.
Let's have some fun.
I mean, I heard partially that was why Cyberpunk was messed up too, was like they had to, you know, account for a bunch of different things. I work on games dev courses, but I can ask a Japanese dev who streams over the weekends. I'm sure that, yeah, I'd appreciate an answer. I mean, I don't mean to sound, you know, like disbelieving or whatever, but it would make me... It would be edifying, I guess the word would be, to know.
Understood.
A fine bout.
Oh, so satisfying to just kill 3 units. But yeah, if you could ask them, I'd appreciate it, because I think knowing is better than not knowing. I don't want to perpetuate any myths if, you know, if I can get the answer.
I'll not fail you. As you wish.
We'll see how tough they are. Yep.
Also, Claire, the area I'm in right now,
I'm heading there now.
I'm partially here just because I realized I didn't do it earlier, so I like went back, you know. I'm pretty sure it was wanting to support the PS4 once you committed to marketing. Yeah, just that, like, I mean, there were a lot of things with Cyberpunk. I'm not gonna pretend like it was only one thing anyway, but I thought, didn't it have like an issue with certain CPUs in this area? That's why I thought, yeah, sorry. I don't know why I skipped this stuff, because I was trying to be thorough, but I guess I just missed out on certain parts. Double back to do this after the desert. Yeah. I'm doubling back to do it, but I am later on, I guess.
You can do
Discussion about just because this game is not getting a PC version, and I was saying I had thought it was because like PC game development can be difficult and they didn't, you know, have the know-how or whatever. But
My atonement.
I fully admit
What is our strategy?
I mean, Claire, given that you've actually taken game dev courses and stuff, that you're more knowledgeable than me, so I'll defer to you on
We mobilize at
that
once.
kind of
The position is ours.
knowledge. I'm sorry, my brain's a little scattered.
Gaze upon the face of your demise.
Already had lunch, so I won't be chatting much. No, it's I'm just happy you're here at all. I thank you for coming by. Because ultimately, I'm just happy to stream and have people come in and want to be here. APIs like DirectX and Vulkan help Cone run on multiple different hardware things around change up, but each GPU can only support some features, and sometimes there are bugs only on one GPU. Okay, yeah.
Chosen my grave yet.
I mean, that would make sense. Or business decision. I don't think there's really good technical reason, or since around the PS3 era. Fair enough. I did hear the PS3 was a nightmare to develop for. I had to fix a bug once where the exact same code would run on one GPU but totally crash on another. Ugh. That sounds painful. It's funny. This area had been so easy, and then I finally get to this mission up here, and it's level 25. Oof. Maybe I can... Oh boy. Is this even really worth... Nah. I think that it is much easier to develop than it used to be, and consoles nowadays are essentially just PCs, but there are only a handful of different... Yeah. That makes sense to me, but again, since I haven't taken any courses or anything, I can't claim to know. The Switch is essentially a phone.
I've not reached my ceiling yet.
Man, I am... It's so funny how, like, I need more units to station as guards, but I can't fit more units in,
The fruits of diligence are
like,
sweet indeed.
units.
Impressed, Elaine?
Dunning-Kruger and all. I think my work is kind of relevant. Well, I mean, again, you would have more experience than I would in this case, so I'll trust you over me.
I must never yield.
Of course, always was, but yeah, no. Well, thank you. You don't have to lie if you don't mean a pixel. But I find all this stuff interesting, and like I try and read up on it, but since I don't have the kind of technical knowledge, I'm hesitant to really make any assertive claim, you know?
You see that, Magellan?
Also, my dad's game was almost canceled because it wouldn't run on a Voodoo card. We're perfectly fine on GeForce. Man, the name Voodoo I have not heard in a long time. I think that was Midtown 1, really? Wow. They fixed the problem. Well, yeah. That is good, but, it's funny how everything comes full circle. Also, Claire, if I saw correctly, you're a VTuber? That is very cool. How long have you been VTubing for? If you are, if I didn't just misunderstand. Maybe I got the wrong impression. Even back then, the video was influencing games. I was like, that is the smart thing to do. And now NVIDIA is one of the most, like, valuable companies in the world. So that's why NVIDIA is around while 3DFX isn't. Yeah. It clearly paid off for them.
To the skies!
I'm not. I find the kind of hard to relate to generally. Okay, sorry I misunderstood. I guess I just, like, saw your profile picture and, like, glanced at some of the streams and I was like, oh, surely it's, you know, yeah. Because I do also have friends who are VTubers, so, like, I guess my mind's also just in a, you know, a, like, state.
Time to earn my keep.
And also, if you need to go do like some after stream care stuff, totally go do that. I would feel bad to hold you up.
So?
I appreciate your raid though. I appreciate you trusting me with your community.
Nowhere is too far.
And yeah.
Sir, what would you ask of me?
I'll be sure not to have you regret that trust. Now's the time to do what looked like an yeah. It's funny. Sometimes the battles can be deceptively long. Like sometimes you can definitely tell, but there are other times where it just takes such a long time.
That must have hurt.
At least try. Not a chance!
I really enjoy watching the battles play out.
Not happening.
Care to dance?
Okay, well, we did some damage.
Onward!
It's quite satisfying seeing the team work how you yeah, exactly. And also, to my understanding, there is some degree of variance in how the battles play out, so like not being able to fully predict the outcome is nice, because you're still a little bit on the edge of your seat, like when a crit happens or something.
Seems you've misjudged me. I stand ready. At once. Behold the valor of a knight. Let me hit something!
I don't know if you've played Fallout New Vegas, but her hammer reminds me of a weapon in New Vegas where it's like a slab of like concrete and there's like a pole. It reminds me of that. Nice subtle hammer, yeah. I do love when, like, weapon designs are over-exaggerated, I guess, you know? Like, when they're so huge. Because I actually play a fair amount of Team Fortress 2, and they do that a lot, where, like, a lot of the guns and things are just really large.
My undying spirit which drives me forth.
Got the sting of a scorpion, if I have to. Yep. Have you need of me? Setting off.
We'll see how tough they are.
Yep.
I shall not falter. I got you.
Ranged assist is so nice. That horse death animation is always so sad. Because it always looks like the horse takes the hit.
Easy now.
It's such a brutal hit.
I shall heal you.
One more push! No stopping us!
Okay, phew. He'll survive. So close.
Like new. I'll help.
Oh, this seems to have upgraded units compared to when I did it. I wonder if they scale it a little, or maybe the difficulty setting? Interesting. I'm not sure. You know, it probably does scale, because I was breezing through all the other
I
missions.
shall not shy from need a hand.
And I assume this is, like, the final battle of this, like, region.
Just try me.
So they probably wanted to make it appropriately epic.
Be restored.
Nudge it up to the highest setting. I applaud you. I don't generally change the difficulty settings. I usually play on medium.
We shall see our duty through.
Although, I used to play a lot of 007 Nightfire, and I always played on easy mode, because... Not that I couldn't handle a harder mode, but just... there's something fun about being so overpowered and just being James Bond and going right through.
Is that better? Like new.
I try and make an effort to adjust things up or down. Statistically, most players will stop playing the game before they'd adjust the difficulty. Yeah. That makes sense.
Behold the valor.
I got you. Face me and be cut down.
I usually don't adjust it. I did hear Dishonored 2 has, like, a lot of adjustment options for how the game plays. Like, you can adjust vision cones and like, you know, all sorts of more fundamental stuff about the game. And I appreciate that, because I am terrible at stealth games, so...
The win is ours.
That does have me interested. But also, I didn't enjoy the first Dishonored, so...
Here.
Cheer up.
No! Oof. A lot of damage. Yeah, Dishonored has some good settings. I doubt you'd like the second one. The first one wasn't fun. Yeah, that's why I haven't played it yet.
Feel good about that.
That is a decent level up.
Buried.
But knowing that I could adjust so many settings does make me hopeful that I'd like it more. Because I did like the environments and stuff of the first game, so like, it's not that I thought it was completely like irredeemable or something. Especially like being able to disable more visible when peeking from cover. I want to watch and sit. Yeah, it's an important... It was an important part of the first game, at least, where you could lean and see what was going on. Because, getting that kind of information is important when you're in first person. What didn't you like about Dishonored? It felt like I never got to be as stealthy as I wanted to be. I don't know if I'm going to explain this super well, but like, because my playstyle whenever I usually do stealth games is, I think they call it Panther style, where like, you go around and you kill, as opposed to like just knock out and drag away. So in that sense, I found myself getting noticed a lot, like more than I felt was fair. And like, it felt like as soon as I got spotted, you know, because people would tell me like, oh, use Blink to get out of that situation. And it was so frustrating because I would do it and then the guard or whatever would just be like, he's over there. And it's like, what was the point of Blink then? So just, you know, kept tripping up my experience. It also didn't help that everyone was raving about the game, so like I had high expectations that maybe I shouldn't have had. Very cool. Now crossed into the snowbound land of Pastorius. Dishonored 2 does have better and more varied tools. One of the big changes was more support for non-lethal solutions, though. Yeah, see, I might sound like a psychopath when I say this, but like, I like killing. I like being able to permanently remove the problem, you know? You might find depth. I loved Deathloop, actually. Yeah. Deathloop was a lot of fun. And I actually just recently played Prey 2017, and I really enjoyed that one. So... Aw, it won't let me go that way. Okay. Keep meaning to do Prey. It's really good. If you like Deus Ex or like Thief, it's a very worthy, similar type game. Is that a Bestral? I've never actually seen one in the flesh. It's coming this way. Oh, that's a werewolf. That is danger. The ending was weird, but the more I think about the ending of Prey, the more interesting it became.
Are you alright?
Yeah, but our friend here's not so lucky.
You had little choice in the matter. Had you not slain him, it would be your corpse lying there instead.
True.
Doesn't make me feel much better about it. Have these Bestrals always
On the
been
tactical
the
side, I was really impressed with Midnight Suns. I've been meaning to get to Midnight Suns. I really like XCOM, and I know Firaxis, and I like Civilization, so like... Firaxis does do games I'm interested in, and I do own Midnight Suns, I just haven't gotten around to it yet.
The hits just keep coming today.
Hold a moment, please! We're not... Zenoirans.
You should have said that first.
A local girl, do you suppose?
Whoever she was, she dropped something.
A pendant, it would seem.
The Land of Werewolves is pretty fun as a concept. Hopefully we get one on our side. Oh, whoops, that didn't actually kill. Oh, okay. I see where it's asking me to go. But yeah, Midnight Suns did seem like a game I'd really like. It was just at an odd time for me. Where it's like, and also I haven't watched a whole lot of like Marvel movies, so I almost felt kind of out of the loop.
Are you hurt?
Don't worry. I just gave him a little shield shove this time.
I'm okay. Thank you.
Now, before you start running off again, let me say, we're not with Zenoira.
We are the Liberation Army, hailing from Cornea in the south.
That explains it then. Sorry for jumping to conclusions there.
As you should be. Like, I get super childish about it.
But this grassy scent... I knew you were from Cornea.
We just said that.
You can tell where we're from just by smelling us?
My name's Unify.
Unify. It's like unify.
I fight for
But they'd
free
moved the Y
Pistorius
to the
with
front.
a group called the Frostblooms.
Another regional resistance. I should have expected as much. This pendant belongs to you, yes?
I've been looking everywhere for that. It's really important to me. I can't believe you found it.
Unify! My fur will be whiter than snow if you keep worrying me like this.
I like this voice.
Holy...
Found it pretty refreshing. The movies are all the same origin story, start of a journey. It was nice to see Captain Marvel, who's been out saving the universe and has nothing to prove. Captain America as a mentor, Blade with a crush. I really should try it.
But what's got you so worked up?
Because I've played a lot of XCOM 2, and I always think like, man, I wish they made an XCOM 3. But it seems like Midnight Suns would scratch that itch.
What? Where's Ramona?
To an extent, obviously. You don't get to customize your character's facial features and things, but
this is no place to talk. We make for the nearest fort.
A lot of good things about Phoenix Point. Now it's all finally... Yeah, I need to try Phoenix Point. It was interesting to me that the original XCOM creator didn't work on the new ones, because the new ones are really good. But yeah, I should try it out too. I think I have it on Steam. I feel like I'm tempting fate by trying this hard mission again. Or another difficult mission again. Apparently I got rejected for a job that doesn't even have a name. They just call it exposition. You know, so I actually got an email, because I've been applying to a lot of jobs. I got an email from someone named Helen McGee, and they were like, "Hey, congrats, you've been selected for this job." And like, the more you looked at it, the more it was like, this is a scam. Been trying a variety of Civ like things recently. Endless Legend's been the only one I've really liked though, and that and a more board game like one where you compete to rule hell. That sounds fun. That sounds really fun. Endless Legend I've been meaning to try, but to be honest with you, despite liking Civilization, I am terrible at it. Like, I played Civilization 4 when I was young, like a friend showed it to me, and I never really understood the strategy that well. Like, I get the basics, so that way, like, whenever I search basic tutorials, it's always like, yeah, I understand that, but, like, it just never seems to work for me, you know? Called one of those... by one of those recruiters. Yeah. This email that I got was like, "You've been selected for position, please reach out," and like, it was from a random Gmail address. Because now for Solium Infernum, a whole game against the AI, but it's really a game to play against humans. That does sound fun. I guess I'll have to look into it.
Trust in her, and she will see that trust repaid. The capital would never fall so easily.
Apologies, but who is this Ramona you speak of?
Founding matron of the Frost Blooms, and chiefess of the Owl bloodline. That, and the woman...
Owl bloodline. That's pretty cool. Lurk a bit. Oh, yes, yeah, of course. I don't want to spoil it for you, so totally understandable. Thank you again for raiding. Thank you for the lurk. Oh, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Yeah, have a good lurk. You know, feel free to rest up and stuff. And I'll try and be to one of your streams later. Yeah, thank you. You've been great company as well. Okay, that and the one... Yeah, okay. Sorry, my brain... Yeah.
Sorry, Morard. This is no time to panic. I need to keep a level head, just like she would. Now, do we know who's leading the enemy troop?
A warrior by the name of Conrad, it sounds like.
Perfect. We put a couple arrows in this Conrad, and that'll stop the invasion dead in its tracks.
In theory, yes. But he's not the only one we have to contend with. Our fellow Bestrels have started attacking each other for no good reason.
Yeah, I saw. What's got them so worked up, you think?
Probably evil magic.
No clue. But whatever's behind it, we can't afford to sit around pondering. For now, we lead the assault on their commander.
I really hope Morard joins our team. Seems cool.
All is going exactly according to plan.
What is this guy? He looks like his face kind of looks like a frog.
Lord Elgor, these savages are no match for my trained military. Bastoritza will fall in a matter of hours.
A welcome change of tune from the imbecile who came before you. The capital would still be ours if not for him.
May I ask what brings you out here, sir?
New orders from High Commander Ryman. You're to find and secure the Azure Stone of the Lion Kings.
Care to elaborate on that?
Oh, is that her pendant?
In its fledgling years, Bastoritza belonged to the Lion bloodline alone. The High Commander believes
the kings of the
stone
jungle
most likely resides there to this day.
And what's his reason for seeking it?
That's not for you to know. All you have to worry about is making it ours. Do I make myself clear?
Crystal. I'll never understand how a peasant like him managed to curry such favor with our masters.
Probably because he's like a magic pawn. Oh gosh. I'm sorry, my stomach is rumbling really hard. Yeah. This is a huge map.
Just say the word.
Wait, why are these two yellow? Oh, because they're like friendly, I assume.
Going there now.
The day will be ours. We march.
Oh, wait, green is ally, right? So then what does yellow mean? Like ally, but not really?
The path is set.
To the skies! At your service. Sir.
Well, I guess they're on neither side.
You're mine. Is violence really the only way?
It is for now. Come on. Is that all?
Oh, that's cool. He's one of the heavy units. I forget the class name.
I won't make this easy.
It's funny that we have our own crazed werewolf people on our side. You'd think they would have changed their design a little bit, so it's like these are the friendly ones.
Hey, we did it! Who should I beat next? Ready anytime. Got it.
Alright. Who next? Probably Anais, so that way I can
Your orders, please.
make a beeline for whatever's needed. I guess it would make the most sense to just go straight for the tower here.
As you command.
Okay. I guess that was to, like, tutorialize that they weren't on either side. Oh boy. grilled steak from a bush. My favorite meal.
Now then.
This rose bears thorns. I shall not disappoint.
I might change Miriam's unit to make it not Miriam anymore.
By your command.
My atonement backed by a knight's honor. I'm off.
No mercy.
Oh, so close. Not quite enough power to kill, but enough to leave them within an inch of their lives.
Out of my way! Yeah! Not a chance!
Will he just hurry and shoot the bow? Like, looking at him struggling to keep it, it's like, just fire it, man.
Better heal up.
Damn!
Now.
There we go.
Not finished yet.
Got me good. Better keep this going.
It doesn't matter. They're on their last legs anyway.
To me.
Face me and be cut down.
I don't have to watch this, but I like watching the final unit try inevitably fail to stop us.
My training's paid off. Higher still.
It's funny, despite the enemy levels being significantly higher than a lot of my units, I feel like they're not
Understood.
as challenging. It'll be a challenge. Still. Okay. Can I deploy from here?
Ready anytime.
Hmm. Let's do Joseph.
In service of the royal, what would you ask?
I'm sure I've said this before, but I really love having voice lines get cut off by other voice lines.
What is our strategy?
I don't know why that amuses me so much, but it really does.
We mobilize at
Anyone
once.
else?
In the name of the liberation.
Take the capital as best we can. There's too damn many of them. Please, to stop their leader.
By a knight's honor.
Oh, they've got that covered.
Begin the march.
Not even worth bragging over.
You face me.
Let me heal you.
Sorry if I'm not speaking too much. I'm just having a nice chill time. And again, since I am a little sad today, makes sense that I wouldn't want to speak as much. But despite being a streamer, I don't generally talk a whole lot.
Allow me.
Like when I play games or do anything really.
I'll protect you.
Together now.
stomach. I really should have eaten before stream. That's another thing I also don't think to do a lot. Eat before stream. But I can drink. Water, not alcohol. Does Twitch allow that? I mean, I guess so. I've genuinely never thought about it, but I guess Twitch doesn't ban you from like having a drink, do they?
Watch and learn.
I mean, I assume if you get like really drunk, that's, you know, violating some TOS thing, but
I shall protect you. We can do this.
Looney Tunes scream.
We march on. I'll not let this go to waste.
By the star's guidance.
Well fought.
Look, we're here. We're here.
You know what, Kelsey? I mean, thank you for the redemption, but because I've heard that one a lot, I'm gonna redeem another one to make up for getting that one.
Lunch is served, but it's milk.
That is so great because you sent that emote, Kelsey. Lunch is served, but it's milk. Oh, that is great. Hi! Welcome, welcome. How you doing, Kelsey? Beasts get stronger at night. Or beastrels. Bistros. Stat boosts during nighttime battles, allowing them to gain advantage. This increases their mobility. Ooh. Interesting.
At your service. Sir. Nowhere is too
Okay, don't stand in the way of the of the catapult.
Understood.
Same with you. Don't do that.
We mobilize at once.
I fear they outclass me.
Oh my god. Holy crap, I did not realize this was that much of a death sentence.
Now the rebels decide to turn up, but it changes nothing. I'll seize this city and claim glorious victory for Zenoira.
Initiative, invasion, and PP down, but why don't we do a single point of damage? Like a single point of damage, really? But how are you, Kelsey? I'm sorry, I forgot to ask. How are you doing? Oh, that would explain the 0. Because they're gonna heal up. Jeez.
Is that better?
Out of my way!
Man, I was really, really not prepared. Holy crap. That's really brutal.
My wounds are deeper than
I guess I should also take out the mage first. Oh, I didn't see that there were... Okay, hold on. Oh god, what is happening? Poke.
Onward for Prince Ludwig. What is our strategy? I'm off.
Ready anytime.
Yeah, that's good enough.
Going there now.
Your villainy ends here.
Well, with some damage at least.
You okay?
So many quick heals. What is this, a drive-through church?
You okay?
Victory is assured.
Thank goodness for that. No! No, why did you miss? You screwed me. Oh, and you were so close. You were so close to dying.
Fine job.
Okay, are there any other units? Let's see. Yeah, there are a few.
They will know what hit them. Sure thing.
Sure thing, Jelly Bongus.
You got it.
Time to earn my keep. Just let me fight already.
The talk. That talk command seems like I should be having Yunfi. Yeah. Okay.
Come then.
We advance.
Well, then I'm just gonna have to bide my time.
I believe in you.
What was the point of that? You just passed the PP back and forth.
Be shielded.
Did nothing.
Together now.
Thank you, wife.
Watch and learn.
Please kill. Please kill. Yes.
War is a brutal mistress.
Okay, at least they're not going to succeed on this attack.
The light of the story shall fade with it.
It's good, Shimasu. Jade, welcome back. Hi. Thank you for redeeming that. Go eat Taco Bell. I'm sorry. I focus. But yeah, hey, how are you? It's good to see you again. I've never had... Yeah, honestly, I don't like it. I'm a Del Taco boy. Del Taco is amazing.
I'm unstoppable.
I've never had Del Taco either. That's fair. I mean, a lot of people have not had Del Taco. Free Shavakadu. Yeah. Exactly.
Foolishness.
Come.
But it's really good. You know, I've heard from people who are far more experienced with Mexican food that it is not Mexican food. But you know what? I think it's good. Whereas Taco Bell is just gross. And also not Mexican food. I have plenty of opinions on fast food.
The time is at hand. The path is set.
Actually... No. Actually, yeah, fine, whatever.
Your villainy ends here.
Burger King foot lettuce. I still think back, if Sans is still here, I still think back to a stream Joker was doing where I talked about how, like, there was a joke going around that California wanted to be sold to Denmark, and Sans was like, Americans would never recognize a king. And then Joker went like, oh yeah, what about Burger King? And then Sans went, Americans would recognize one king. That is so funny.
Very well.
What should I do?
10 out of 10.
I'm heading there now. Ready anytime.
Oh my god. So far behind.
Gaze upon the face of your demise.
This is gonna be a long battle. Is she even able to make it? I might have to give her a speed enhancement. Neither have I had In-N-Out, Chick-fil-A, Popeyes, Wendy's, Sonic, Carl Jr., Chipotle, DQ, Krispy Kreme, Caesars, Silver, White Castle, Quiznos, Chili's. Honestly, you're not, I mean, like, you're not missing that much, but, like, sure, okay, for one thing, I do think In-N-Out is extremely overrated. I don't like In-N-Out. But, Chick-fil-A, the food is whatever, but the management makes it disgusting. Popeyes is good. I like Popeyes. Wendy's, I'm not a big fan of Wendy's. They're not bad. It's just not my thing. Sonic, also not my thing. You know, there's worse, but just not my thing.
I shall hold nothing back.
Arby's, I really like Arby's. It's especially their curly fries. The curly fries are really good. Carl's Jr., I used to like Carl's Jr., but it was also in the same category as Chick-fil-A, where like the management kind of just
as you wish
grossed me out too much to want to support it.
Perhaps
cancel the movement. You are going to move there.
Very well.
Your orders,
You
please.
Gotta move. Wait, where did it say reinforcements? Oh, okay, down here. Chipotle, I'm not a fan.
We march.
I know people like it, but just
Onward.
never tried Hooters.
Wherever
I
you
mean,
like me. What should I do?
in what sense? No, I'm just kidding.
Time is at hand. The path.
I know. But I figured, like, maybe you'd had
Just say the
some
word.
experience of some kind with
Ready
some of the fast
anytime.
food restaurants.
Easy.
I like Papa John's, really.
We'll
Papa
see
John's,
how
I don't
they
mind
are.
it, but, again, Papa John himself made me not want to have Papa John's.
Yep.
Used to work at McDonald's. I don't hate McDonald's, but I never had it as a kid.
Yes, sir.
My parents were always like, it's really unhealthy, awful food, and we're not gonna have
Got
it.
the sting of a scorpion. Just say the word. This'll be fun.
The Cornian militia fight. I'm ready. Heading there
But I mean, McDonald's is like in a ton of countries, so I like pizza. Papa John's make pizza. Yeah, I mean that's fair. I had a friend who
Got you now.
got like food poisoning from Little Caesars, like their hot and ready pizzas made him sick, and ever since then, I don't think I may have had it like once or twice, but after that point, I was just like, I'm never having it again. Krispy Kreme is delicious, though. I love Krispy Kreme.
Courageous fool.
I don't think I've had Long John Silver's either. I really love. Oh, really? That's. I mean, I get the impression that if I were to eat it, I would probably not mind it, but I just. I don't know. My favorite pizza chain is definitely Domino's. Domino's really like stepped up their game.
I am yours to command, Your Highness.
Good.
So we lived right next to a PJ. Papa John's. Yeah, okay. So that was a clear choice. That's fair. I mean, it does kind of also depend on where you are. Like sometimes a pizza joint's just easier because it's closer, you know. John Silver's actually has good chicken tenders. That's what I've heard, but I don't think there's any near me.
Haste is key.
White Castle.
To the offensive.
I don't remember if I've ever had it, but it doesn't seem like the kind of thing I'd like.
Just a little.
Quiznos. I liked Quiznos more than Subway, but it's not my favorite.
Focus your
Whataburger. I have not had it. I know people are fanatic about it. Haven't had it. Going to back to the summer. Let's see what I should try there next. You know what's funny? I had a friend, like me and my friends all had this mutual friend who lived in New Zealand, and he came to visit not too long ago. And so he was like, what restaurants should I try and all that. And as a joke, we ended up taking him to Outback Steakhouse because we were doing the like, here's a taste of home, because he's New Zealand, not Australia. But the joke was on us because it ended up being his favorite place. So, maybe you'd like Outback.
I can't hold out much longer.
Time is at hand.
Texas Roadhouse is even better. I've not had it. I don't even know if there's one near me. Wait a second, did that character die? Hold up. Yeah, where is Where is Yunfi? Yunfi. Oh, okay, she's already way over there. Okay, phew. There are only a couple of Roadhouse tech in the entire San Diego County. Yeah, and I'm far from that. I like Texas Roadhouse, if that counts. I guess it counts. I've never had it myself, because it's never been near me.
At once.
This one's mine.
Back to the crazy state once again. Oh, you're going to Texas? Well, I hope you have a good time. Oh, Florida. Okay. Well, I mean, even more. But I hope you have a good time.
I got you.
You've got this.
I fucking will. That new theme park is not gonna know what it is. Wait, what new theme park? Well, like Disney World, or do you mean Universal Studios? Or Florida grown bananas? Does Florida grow bananas? Universal Epic Universe? Really? I had not heard about it, but also I'm not a big amusement park guy, so I guess that makes sense. Some cool ones like Blue Java, Ice Cream Banana. Those sound pretty awesome.
I don't know.
Lex, you should probably
On it.
stay back.
We march.
Pauline, you're actually gonna help out around here.
Set.
Wait, Carlsing, their management,
They're too strong.
let me put it to you this way, is not cool. They're the people who like push to eliminate minimum wage. You know? 5 big parts. Morrow. Wait, Morrow?
Be shielded.
Sorry, my brain went to Heroescape. So, like, Morrow? How to Train Your Dragon. Oh, Mario. That must be what you mean. Harry Potter. Dark Universe? And Celestial Park? I'm not familiar with those last two. Sans and Groovy and Joker and I all went to Universal Studios Hollywood not that long ago, and it was a ton of fun, but I don't recall if they had those. Mario. About Jared from Subway. I've heard about him. Dark Universe is an amalgamation of all their... Oh, but didn't they... Yeah, okay, I did know about that, but didn't they, like, cancel that? Didn't they go, like, never mind.
It's settled. So, what next?
Ramona, you're okay. For now, yes, our defense of the capital appears to be holding, though I must admit, I could never have thought our own brother would strike beside our enemy. Now it's opening a brand new theme. Okay, well, hey, I mean, again, also not very in touch with the movie industry, so, you know, what did I know? But, I don't know if you've heard of a YouTuber named Matt McMuscles. He does this really excellent series called What Happened, and it chronicles, like, a bunch of different game and movie failures. And, one of them he did was, like, The Mummy or whatever. Or something about the Dark Universe, and I thought the implication was, like, they kind of just gave up on it as a concept.
I'll pierce you clean through.
I got you.
Brand new park, Epic Universe. I'll have to look into that. As far as I was aware, Universal only had the, like, Orlando park.
No complaints here.
It's a loosey-goosey park that takes inspiration from all of them. Okay, well, hey, that's cool.
Do you see now?
Certainly very cool.
I can still help.
Who's my target?
My thanks.
Are links able to be... Yeah, you can post links. Or if you prefer, I do have a Discord, and I can check the Discord as well. Epic Universe. Let me see. Explore astounding worlds beyond anything you've experienced before. Which is shown are conceptual. Cool. Sadly, like I said, I'm not much of a theme park person.
To me.
So it's not generally my wheelhouse, but
4! Count 'em! 3! Try.
4! Count 'em! 3! Hi Everald, it's good to see you. I'm not generally a big theme park guy, but I did enjoy my time at Universal Studios Hollywood, because, at least the Mario area was less about rides.
No surprise there.
Because, roller coasters are genuinely, like,
I wonder if
basically torture devices for me.
That went better than I expected.
No disrespect to anyone who likes, you know,
You got it.
theme parks. It's just... I've been so-so. I'm sad because the Nintendo Switch 2 is likely gonna increase in price, and that makes me really sad. But, like, overall, I guess I can't complain, you know? Here's a playlist that tells them the making of all the parts. Oh, that's cool. Okay, I'll check that out after stream, obviously, because, you know. But yeah, hi Emerald, it's good to see you again. I feel like I haven't seen you in so long. Hope you've been well. Pre-ordered my Switch 2 today. Did you really? How? Oh, well, okay, never mind, sorry. You know what? For a split second I was like, how? They delayed it, and then I remembered that's America, because America's being really fucking stupid right now. I was going to pre-order the Switch 2 ASAP, but now that they delayed pre-orders, I'm boned.
Apologies.
No, the other... Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
You're better than I thought.
Oh my god. Price here is about $650 USD. I mean, to tell you the truth, that's probably what it's gonna end up costing here now.
Out of my way!
Because it was going to be $450 USD, but then fucking President just had to ruin it. Fuck, that's expensive. Yeah, well. It's one of those things where I'm not too surprised they raised the price, but it's like, come on. Here's the thing. I get that people would be upset about it, but like, I very much blame the entire thing on the president, because there's no reason for any of this to be happening in the first place. Like, there was no need to instigate this. It's going to hurt so many people. $90. Well, not 90 USD dollars. They were going to be 80, but now they'll probably be 90 or more because of the friggin' tariffs.
Give in!
Or it was 90 USD physical. Maybe in your region, but at least here in America, they did put it up for pre-order as 80 USD for physical. Which wasn't great, but It's likely gonna go much higher now.
Better run while you still can.
I mean, that's assuming that we even, like, can survive as a country. God knows our economy is about to crater.
You've missed.
You're safe with me.
You won't live.
Yeah, we won't. It might not happen in the U.S. Yeah, that's what I was reading. So yeah, expecting you to wait months to pre-order. Yeah, the thing is, I was set to pre-order it. Like, I was ready, but then all this nonsense happened, and now it's like I'm
heading there now.
you know, Pixel has been saying like, oh, I doubt they're gonna raise it. They can afford to, and it's like maybe, but also.
Nowhere is too far.
Like, that the whole point of tariffs is to raise the price. That is expressly what they are designed to do. So, like...
Got it.
What, like... What else did anyone expect to happen?
Consider it ours.
Interesting that they're doing it in other countries and are less likely to buy physical than we are. That's not... If anything, that's the opposite of what I've heard. I've heard America buys games digitally at far higher rates. At least that's what I've heard. Maybe I'm wrong, but... I think your best bet is honestly to not buy it. At the end of the day, if Nintendo doesn't sell any copies, they'll have no choice but to lower the price. Nintendo is worth almost 80 billion. That's no excuse for the Switch. I mean, here's the thing, Pixel. Yes, they're worth $80 billion, but they're worth $80 billion because their their stockholders find that value. Like, if Nintendo really does have to be like, hey, we're going to be making less money and we're hit really hard by the tariffs, stock prices are going to go down, and that is, like, an even bigger hit, because that's the sort of thing that goes down quickly. I don't have a job anymore for... Yeah, no, that's understandable. I don't really have a job either. I've just been, you know, saving where I can, but even still, I desperately want to...
You face me.
I mean, for me, it really does depend on how much it's going up. But... Again, I'm not blaming Nintendo for this, because it's genuinely not going to affect just the Switch 2. It is 100% going to affect every single company. Nintendo shell, I need a man. Same, well, I mean, sort of same. I'm willing to admit when, you know, when they make faults and whatnot, but, like... Tariffs are literally designed to raise prices. That is the whole point. That is why they're there. I see you don't blame. No, not for. I'm not talking about the price in general. I'm talking about like the pre-order stuff they've been talking about. And I was saying I don't blame Nintendo. Not that nobody's allowed to. Strategy could be that Nintendo expands less than people won't buy the Switch 2 anyway due to the economy. They're just gonna milk as much as they can. That's possible too. I don't know. I genuinely don't know what's going through their minds. They're because they make enough money to take the hit. They're willing to lower their salaries on the Wii U tank. They can handle a cheaper price for the console. I mean, true. Here's the thing. The reason I don't personally blame them is like, the Wii U was tanking, so they were like, hey, we are going to dedicate ourselves to this. Like, the fact that the Switch 2 is struggling is because of tariffs. Like, I'm not...
Yes.
That's not really their control. It's not like they went up to the president and went, hey, by the way, can you make everything more expensive? You know? Well, they're not. That's how Nintendo has always operated. Even the GameCube, you know, sold at a profit. 4K Mario Party. Yeah, yeah. I'm very excited for all the games that they've shown off.
Let me heal you. Out of my way.
What was their excuse for having Mario Kart 9 sell at $80 before the tariffs? For one thing, they were already accounting for tariffs. They just didn't account that it would be this stupid. And for two, you could make that argument about friggin' anything. Care what anyone says, Mario game will never... To you, that's fine. And, like, to me, God of War isn't worth $70, but they charge that, you know? Oh yeah, the AI Somnium file, that was a huge surprise. I thought they were just done with that series. I assumed all consoles Razer. Yeah, I mean, that's the traditional model, but Nintendo has always been strange in that they do operate at a, you know, profit. And Silk Song. More than $60. I'm not opposed to the idea of it being more, because, like, here's the thing. Yes, adjusted for inflation, $60 games back in, like, the 2000s is, like, $90 or something in today's money. So, like, I can understand that it's like, hey, we're technically making less than we used to, so, like, we're gonna up it a little bit. If they could guarantee the quality, it's like, for me, I'm not upset about that. What about GTA 6? Oh man, GTA 6 is gonna be such a weird game.
I don't know.
And they announced it to be $100.
If I have to.
We were in getting Silk Song and Prime 4. I know, right?
Yep.
How shall I serve you?
General state of quality. No, you're right. I'm not saying that like every AAA game is like that. I'm saying, like, for me, Nintendo games are worth full price. For me, like, I would happily fork $60 over, or $70 or $80 or whatever, for Mario Kart than I would for Cyberpunk or for Assassin's Creed or whatever the hell else game. Like, because that's personally what I'm interested in. But, like... But that's the thing. I feel that way because I feel like I'm getting the quality. You know? I'm not opposed to $80 games purely because it's $80. I'm opposed to it because a lot of games are not going to be worth that to me. Like GTA, so I'm not getting aside for wanting to charge $100. That's it.
I've much room to improve.
I've actually never... I've played a little bit of GTA 4 at a friend's house and had fun with it, but I didn't really get a great experience. To know. Yar fiddle dee dee. Look... For one thing, Jade, just warning, I don't want to get banned, so I'm not allowing talk of that sort of thing. So Princess Peach Showtime was a $10... No, it wasn't to me, and I didn't buy it. I still have not bought that game. And that was a mistake on their part to charge that much for it. But it's the sort of thing where, like, as a rule of thumb, if Nintendo goes, hey, here's Metroid Prime 4 and it's $80, I would rather do that than, hey, here's the new God of War for $70. So I promise legally that I was just singing. That should be the case.
Hey, Elaine. Since your ring can break Zenoira's spell on humans, you think it'd work on Bestrels too?
It's certainly possible, but I suppose we'll never know unless we try.
My whole point is that...
Looks like the answer's no.
Ooh.
Unifi, Conrad told us everything he knew.
I'm trying to say that, like, $80 in isolation is not the offensive part to me. To me, the offensive part is something like launch Cyberpunk, where it was just horrifically broken. That's not worth $80. I don't want to charge it, fine. But my biggest issue with Nintendo is how they rarely... the discount's pitiful. I still maintain that has been less true for the Switch than it has in a while. Because, I've gotten plenty of first-party Switch games brand new for very cheap. Because of the death threats. Well, yeah, it launched like that because of the PS4 and the Xbox One, and, like, I get that. But I'm saying, like, regardless of how it got that way, I don't want to, you know, it was offensive enough that they were charging $60, let alone, you know, $70 or $80. But my point is just that, like, if it really was all that they had promised it would be, if they said, like, look, we put a lot of work into this, so $80, I'd be like, okay, fine, I get it. Like, not happy about it, but, like, I get it.
Pray tell?
Is it wise to speak of this to outsiders?
It wouldn't be, if there were any. After what they've done for us, our friends here are honorary Bestrels. Come with us. The Pistorius Blue should be with Ramona.
Oh, are they gonna join us?
So their true intent was
Launched at $50 is one of the best claims I remember. Yeah, and I mean, that's the thing. What's the name? Hazelight. Their games launched for like 40 or 30 or 20 back in, you know, back in their earlier days, but now they're charging more, and it's like, I think that's fair. They've shown that their games can be worth that. It gets away with murder. That is, to me, that is so not true. It's like actively frustrating to me that people would say that, because, like, right now, even as we speak, Nintendo's Treehouse Live events are being flooded with people saying, drop the price. Like, basically no one's putting up with it. And that's the sort of thing where I think about it and it's like, I didn't see that sort of treatment for Sony when they announced $70 games. I didn't see that for Microsoft either. I didn't, like, God knows they've raised the price of PS Plus a fuck ton of times, but nobody protested about it. They just were like, okay, well, I'm not happy about it, but I'm doing it. And it's like, how come that's not getting away with murder, but Nintendo charging is?
It would explain why they've suddenly turned their gaze back to Bastorizza.
I think Nintendo gets, well, because we crave nostalgia. I disagree to an extent. I mean, obviously, nostalgia is a part of it. I buy Nintendo, and I'm interested in Nintendo because they do what I want to see out of gaming. Yeah, the Mario 3D All-Stars. I mean, that's its own thing. But we already have Mario 64 on the Switch Online, and now we're getting Sunshine on the Switch Online. So, I mean, it's still shitty, but like, you know, where you look, because I saw it everywhere. It genuinely shocked me how little people were talking about it. I'm gonna do the exact same thing. Well, then, to me, that makes it on equal footing. And it's like, why are we all yelling at Nintendo if everyone's doing it? We should be doing it to everyone. There's my Galaxy show. I know. You're right. I'm not saying that the Mario 3D situation is good. I'm just saying, like, at least some of it has come back.
Not only that, but it serves as a symbol of the highest authority, thus marking its bearer as the monarch of all Bestral bloodlines. As such, the stone has been in the possession of the Lion tribe for centuries now.
Or Bat, listen to me. Does this owl have honkers? Has hooters? Fun fact, every mainline Mario except 2, I want to take a guess. Mario Galaxy 2 and What? I don't know the other one. And 3D Land. Okay, yeah, I guess that counts.
Wait, then why do you have it and not Morard?
Because I spend my time on the battlefield. Imagine something that important slipping from your pocket in the heat of combat. That's not a risk I'm willing to entertain.
Got a point there.
Given the current state of the world, it seemed more vital than ever to keep the blue under safe stewardship.
And you've taken that responsibility upon yourself.
Indeed. Though I wouldn't dare carry it on my person.
Where is it then?
Hidden deep amidst the tundra. I'd feared an event such as this may come to pass, and sought a place few could penetrate.
New Super Mario Brains don't count because they're all the same. And this is basically the most modern version of that series.
But
it is, but I mean, I wouldn't call them the same.
It seems my precaution may not be enough.
We should find out for sure.
Yes, that may be wise. I know not why these dastards seek the Mark of Kings, but I suggest we prepare ourselves for any eventuality. Now, the village we seek lies through the ravine to the west. Might I ask you to accompany us?
We would be honored. Simply give the word once you've made your preparations.
I think people expect more from Nintendo in some regards, perhaps. The double standard can work both ways for other things. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, whenever Nintendo cancels a fan game, there is no shortage of, like, oh my god, Nintendo is the worst, how could they? And then, like, Sony cancels a fan game and nobody reports on it. Like, no one. And it's like, the only message you're sending then is that it's only okay for Nintendo not to do it. Or, you know, it's only okay for Nintendo. It's only not okay for Nintendo to send cease and desist, not others. And I think that's a bad message to send. Because I don't know the news for the love of coins. Name me one difference between the versions. Don't say 4-player multiplayer. The very first one had the blue shell power up that did not return to other entries. Of course, obviously, it would be great if they had online structure of the Switch one. Yeah, true. Well, in some ways, they do. I mean, let me put it to you this way. Street Fighter V was terrible online, and it was a Sony exclusive for a while. And it's like, nobody blamed PS Plus for that. You know? Because they all went, oh, well, that's just the particular failing on the game. And it's like, but when you talk about Smash Brothers, people go, oh, but Switch Online. And it's like, I don't think that has to do with it. The only difference is a single power-up, I think. No, I was being sarcastic. I think they have significantly different feels. A Snow Ranger. That's cool. Were Lion. Cool. Is it the blue shell in Mario Maker 2? No, it's not. That would be cool. I like the Galaxy games, but to be fair, they're pretty much extensions of each other. Yeah. I mean, to my understanding, 2 was basically them, you know, working on ideas that they couldn't make work in the first. Stop being so short. I'm not angry. I'm sorry. I really am not angry. I'm passionate. I think it bothers me because it's like, it's always so weird to see people discuss certain things when I feel like it really fails to address other things, you know? 2 while under the Super Mario Galaxy more. Difference is that on PS Plus, most games ran well when Stereo was shit. It was obvious that was the problem. I mean, but there are also a lot of games that play very well on Switch Online. Like, God knows, even first-party Nintendo games. Like, Animal Crossing's Online was good. Luigi's Mansion 3 got a lot of praise for how good its online was. Like, there are plenty of examples. It's just that people ignore that. That's what I'm saying. Okay, we'll run. It's not even true. What? I just watched an Ant Dude video about Sonic, and I'm a little dubious about it, but I am very weird about Sonic, so like, you know, keep using whataboutisms. Yes, it's bad that the other comes to do bad things, but they're not. But that my point is that they are being ignored. That is literally my point. How many people have talked about Little Big Planet's cancellation? The Little Big Planet PC version cancellation. Not a single person has brought it up. But people still talk about another Metroid 2 remake. What's the difference? Literally, there is more justification for canceling another Metroid 2 than there is for Little Big Planet. But nobody talks about Little Big Planet. So many people didn't even know it happened at all. That's my point. Why is it that only stuff like another Metroid 2 remake get talked about when there are examples of other things that don't get talked about? Pokemon... I mean, those are... Wants to play Little Big Planet on PC, I get that I don't talk about it. But that's the point. How many people were yearning to play Metroid 2 on PC? Not really many, but that's the thing. When people did play it, they were like, "Oh, this is actually really cool." Like, that's my point. It's like, to me, it's the exact same thing. Play Astrobot on PC, that would be cool. Although I doubt it, because I don't know how they would rework a lot of the systems. Nobody likes Metroid 1 or 2, that's what Sans. And you're not entirely wrong, because those games are very divisive nowadays. Made Spider-Man 2 work, they can do it. Yeah, but I mean, Spider-Man 2 wasn't about like Peter Parker swinging on a PS5. He just he was just in New York. I mean, like, so much of Astrobot is like, hey, this is on PlayStation. You know? Oh, no, New York was just very... Oh, you know what, Jade? You're absolutely right. I forgot. Like, the satellite images of Earth actually revealed that a long time ago. Armor. That's what I want.
Take your time. Relax.
A very small PS5. Oh, you know what, Sans, you're right. When you're right, you're right. Avengers Tower became the Avengers PS5. I forgot. Shadow, when are you going to do something about those totes? Totes? What do you mean? What totes?
Thank you much.
Sans, you're scaring me. There are no totes behind me. What are you talking about? Is this a joke of some kind? Like something I'm just really not clear on? Oh, the boxes. Those aren't totes.
Oh,
calls that totes are tote bags? That's what, okay. Anyway, I'm working on it. I don't have a timeline yet, but I am working on it. Believe it or not. Oh, it's tempting, but Pavis. I don't know. Actually, wait, hold on. Honestly, Shadow, I don't think you should be defending Nintendo at all, because at the end of the day, they're corporate entity because of your shit. I'm not defending them. Literally, my whole point is that we should be treating all companies like this. I'm angry because, you know, Sony got to cancel one and nobody talks about it. I've said this many times. The whole point is I think all companies should be called out like this, and the fact that it's only Nintendo is frustrating. Because it's giving the impression that only Nintendo is not allowed to do these things. In the sense that they're being treated unfairly when everyone should be treated like that. Yeah. Like, all these people who claim that they, like, really love fan creations and they hate it when Nintendo C&Ds one, and it's like, so then where's your defense for all the other ones? All the other ones that get C&D'd and nobody gives a shit? Like, clearly that's not your argument, then. If sending cease and desists to fan games was your actual problem, you would have a problem regardless of who's doing it. I'm not saying Nintendo should have C&D'd another Metroid 2 remake. I'm saying that, like, the proportional outrage doesn't match up. Being treated there, yeah, that's what I mean. Exactly. We should be holding everyone to that standard. Has bias, that doesn't... Their complaints don't have merit. Oh, yeah, everyone has bias, and I admit... I don't know... I've always said Nintendo has had tons of problems. I'm not, like, trying to claim they're perfect. There are some things I think are bigger issues than others personally, but, like, on this thing about C&Ds, like, Nintendo has this reputation for being C&D happy, when it's like, even Mario fan game website owners are like, they really don't go after that many. And it's like, why is it we're all ignoring that? Like, if we're trying to construct a narrative, then I think we've already undermined whatever point we're making. Should have C&D'd it, it's their IP. I mean, like, it is within their rights, but, like... Yeah. It's a whole different talk. Yeah, I mean, it is a whole different talk, to be honest with you, but, like... in that scenario, they did it because they were introducing their own remake. So, like, you could at least be like, look, they are trying to directly compete. Little Big Planet wasn't coming to PC, isn't coming to PC, is likely a dead franchise now. Sony had no reason to go out of their way to C&D it, but they did. And, like, one website reported on it. And it's like, why is nobody outraged about that? Why is we should be. That shouldn't be cool. If we're gonna raise a stink about C&Ds, then here's a C&D. Sans. "95 years before." Yeah. I love the little effect of, like, walking through trees. That's adorable. Little sparklies. Copyright laws should be weakened. Yeah, that's the thing too. I think it should be weakened. As it stands right now, you know, it's horrifically broken. And I'm not, you know what, to be clear also to Pixel, I'm not, when I'm talking about the pricing and stuff, I'm not saying their complaints don't have merit. I'm arguing that their complaints are directed in the wrong area. Fox Lady? Oh, hell yeah. Manon? Oh man, I've been playing so much Xenoblade X. New law, you can't copyright video game mechanics. I mean, yeah. Included 24 years. That makes sense. Unfortunately, though, given the time, I really should be calling it here. Sorry to end so abruptly, but also I really should go rest. I'm sorry if I upset. It really was not my goal. I don't know. I get passionate about it because it's like I want things to be better, you know? Rest too. You should rest too then, Jade. But yes, thank you all so much for stopping by, saying hi, following, all that. I really appreciate it. Yeah, thank you. I have a Discord. If anyone is interested, !Discord, or there's a link in my bio. It's the best place to keep up with my streams, as well as chat with me and other cool people. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for coming by. Yeah, I'll see you around. We are going to raid someone, so if you guys have suggestions, let me know. Otherwise, I'm sure I can find someone. Raid someone playing a rock. Sans. I would not do that. Even if I believed that, I wouldn't do it. Oh, Blowfish Man's live? Oh, in that case, then yeah. Sorry, I didn't... Oh, gosh. Oh, yeah, okay. Sorry, I do actually follow Blowfish Man. I just didn't see his name for some reason. I guess just... I follow so many people now. That is like my following list is so long, my brain just stops reading. Blowfish Man TV playing Yakuza 5. That's cool. I have not played any of the Yakuza games, sadly. I do want to, but I haven't yet. !Raid sends my raid message, so if you want to copy and paste this and send it in the chat when we get there, I'd appreciate it. But that will be it from me for today. Take care, everyone. Stay safe. Have a good one. I'll talk to you later. And let's go raid. Yeah, of Sega's. Sega's IP. Yeah. Bye.